Yes, sisters. In a bustling office, Mommy and I developed a close bond, sharing lunch breaks and late-night projects deadlines. Our connection blossomed into a romantic relationship filled with laughter and a shared dream. However, trouble brewed when I grew uneasy about Mommy's friendship with another guy. Let's call him Marcus, a male friend from her church. I voiced my concerns, fearing Mommy might have feelings for him. Mommy reassured me time and again, insisting that Marcus was just a friend. But as my jealousy deepened, our once happy relationship soured. Frustrated by the lack of trust, Mommy ultimately decided to end things, telling me that my insecurity was pushing her away. Months passed and Mommy moved on. Sisters, I overheard some of my office colleagues talking about Mommy about to get married. I was shocked to learn that she was getting married to Marcus, the same guy I was complaining about when we were dating. How could Mommy do this to me? I knew there was more to their closeness than just friendship, yet she denied it any time I brought it up. I feel brokenhearted, sad, and betrayed. I can't stand watching her embrace a new future. I feel the weight of my mistakes, wondering if things could have turned out differently. Sisters, do you think my inability to trust her cost me the love of my life? I hate to say this, but I still love Mommy. How can I overcome this feeling? Olivia, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, Charlie. This story here, it reminds me. It reminds me of a story my husband told me before I met my husband. He was with this chick, and everything was going okay. And then all of a sudden, her cousin came into the picture. And then, you know, today, oh, don't pick me up from work. My cousin will pick me up from work. And so, okay, no problem. And he was very dedicated, good guy, everything. So the cousin was really featuring. Cut a long story short.
She's married to the cousin.
Oh, Impo, you let me tell you. He found her diary. You know, back then, the girls used to keep diaries. She wrote in her diary, "Dear diary, I'm very worried. I don't know what to do. I miss my period. I'm not sure whether it's Stefan or is this other guy." My husband saw it. Same work, so the girl saw it. He checked out of the relationship. She didn't know. And her birthday was coming. He was just going, pretending to be a fool. He gave her like, I don't know whether it was like 3 weeks or 1 month. Quiet, just watching. Got up one day, he told her, I think 2 days to her birthday, he had given her a promise ring or something. Looked at her, "I can't do this anymore." Took the ring back. He said, why?
Wicked.
I never wicked. So had you not
Why
seen...
wait for 2 days to their birthday?
So she was making plans. So we will buy this. So the birthday. It didn't sink in when he broke up with her. Do you know, the day before the birthday, so she was expecting that he'll come and pick her up, you know, the convenience, because he'll pick her up from home, you know, drop her at work, and he will also go back to work. He's like a family guy like that. Sharp. She didn't see it coming. Sweetheart, you know what? It's not your loss. It's the person's loss. Women tend to emotionally... It's easy for women to emotionally get tagged onto somebody who shares they're in the same space. You were in the same space with her. Everything went well. You know, everything was going fantastic. And then some other person comes into the picture. You know, the same intuition that we have as women, men also have it. It's just that they don't pay as much attention to it like we do. Honestly, I don't think that it had to do with you feeling overly jealous. Because, you know, there's a particular name that keeps, when the particular name keeps recurring, like my husband's relationship. Oh, Michael, everything, Michael. When they got into a small incident, car incident, immediately she picks up the phone. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be going out. So immediately she picks up the phone. Michael, can you believe we just got into an accident? And this is how it... Meanwhile, your boyfriend, who you will automatically pick up the phone and call, is sitting next to you. And then you call. Your first intuition as a woman, when you're going out with somebody, or when you're in love with somebody, or when you're married to somebody, should something happen, your first intuition is like, you pick up the phone and then you call that person that you love.
Yeah.
So this person's name was a recurring name in your relationship. You are good. This person is going to church with you together. Now this person's name comes up, this person's name comes back, and it comes up, and you sit back and you're like, there's something off. There's something not right. And for her to do that to you and to break up with you, and now she's ended up married to the person. Honestly, if I were you, I will count my losses and I'll thank God that this thing happened. She should go. At the end of the day, like I always say, karma is a what? B-I-T-C-H. What goes around comes around. She might feel like, you know, she's done something to you. Look at it as a blessing in disguise. It was not meant to be. And I don't think it's your jealousy. And I always say, think that, I always say that it's good that it happened now than for it to happen later. It means that this girl is easily emotionally available to some extent. I could be wrong, sisters, correct me. Already, you know, she was lovey-dovey and happy-dovey with you at work because you spend more time. Next thing, she's now in love with this other person. I really don't think it's your jealousy, because if people don't create opportunities for the other party to feel insecure, you won't. It's like you're going out to somebody and then all of a sudden they are on their phones, constantly texting a particular woman. And then when you tell them, they'll gaslight you, or they'll manipulate you into thinking that is just your mind. But no, it's not just your mind. Something is off. So please, I know it hurts. I know it feels terrible. But honestly, I will pick up. You see, the best revenge is what? Success. Make sure you make it in life. Make sure that the next time she sees you, you have a most beautiful woman on your arm and you're just slaying and giving.
That's competition.
Healthy competition.
Healthy competition. It's good. And she should see you next time and be like, had I known. That's it. That's the best you can do for yourself.
That could motivate you to do better.
Okay. You have something to say?
No, not really. I'm just saying that, look, yes, sometimes when you share a space, you do everything together. That's why office relationships are very dangerous, especially when you're already married, because you wake up in the morning, sometimes you don't even see each other before you leave the house. Worst case scenario, if you use one car, then maybe both of you sit in it for like 1 hour to get to your destination. But even that one crowd, the chat, sometimes you want to listen to news, you want to listen to something, current affairs. So you realize that even that period crowd, your boarding is very limited. When you go to the office, you spend 8 to 9 hours in the company of these people. So it's natural that you get one person that you bond with. Now, my problem is that, you see, and I have something against office romance too.
No, but she met the guy through Churchill.
No, she met the guy in the office.
The initial
It's the new guy who is
was
in church.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the old guy, so they're in the office. So that office thing, and sometimes I feel it's artificial. It's because both of you are in the same space.
Yeah. You
So
think
they are not. So you think
there's something
you
there.
are,
You are the
there's
one,
something
yeah.
there, but really it's just because of proximity. It's not, has nothing to do with true feelings. So it's possible that now wherever she goes, or whoever she's with now, or whoever she seems to be having conversations with, is probably somebody she shares more with. Because somebody she goes to church with, she doesn't go to church 7 days in a week. She only goes to church on Sunday. Worst case scenario, maybe one other day in the week. So if she's forming that bond strongly with that person, most likely she's more into that person than she is into you. She's into you because you people will get breakfast together. You people will have lunch together. You people will plan a colleague's wedding to go together. You people will do all of these things together. But truly, it's not that deep. You understand? It's very fleeting. It's on the surface of it. That's one level. The other level is that, you see, sometimes when you are nagging or complaining so much about someone's closeness to a third party, you are right. But for some reason, I don't know how human beings behave. That person actually goes to confide in that third party.
Yeah.
That same
Naturally.
person that you are complaining about, like, can you believe that, you know, he was saying this or he was saying that? Then that person now pretends to be giving you sound advice. Oh, don't worry. He's just saying, look at the way he's talking for you. And you are here making him look bad. But meanwhile, it is all a strategy. And men who want to form besties with women, I don't believe in that. Like I said, I am a woman, and my whole life I've been in, look, I was science student, basketball play, you know, you have relationship with all manner of guys. But you see, at some level, that thing when you have a guy bestie and a woman, they are just waiting for the opportunity to present itself.
Not always.
Sweetheart, listen, some even can even wait for the opportunity. They'll do it, and when they do, they say, fine, it's not that deep. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. But if you bring yourself, it will happen.
What about the married ones?
Which married ones?
Like they're two married couples, but
If they bring themselves, why the body is it insulated against feelings? What are you talking about? So I'm just saying that, look, so sometimes there are also some men who know, and some women or some people who know that you're in a relationship somewhere, but they tag along in the name of, I'm your friend, I'm your
Bestie,
friend, I
brother.
understand you, I know what you are going through, I'm the ear to listen to you when you talk, when you have issues in your relationship, in your marriage, I'm that go-to person for you to talk to me. So they pretend to be like your best friend who just listens, they don't give you stress, you understand? Even though they haven't defined it as a relationship. But what happens is that then as time goes on, you stop appreciating what you have, you stop putting energy in what you have, thinking that this person is more understanding of you. So your complaining, which is justified, now is put in the back burner, and then you just go straight onto this one. So all I'm trying to tell the guys are, look, for me, when there's true love, these things don't happen. When there's true love, you can have your woman or your man pay attention to a third party. But the moment they feel like it's going to cost them what you have, they will have a rethink and put things in order. So if the lady was not able to have a rethink to put things in order, my take is that you were just a convenient relationship. It wasn't that deep. You were just a convenient, and for me, guys and girls alike, we all deserve a relationship where the other party truly cares for you and wants to be with you and would do anything to make sure that you're happy. Because if you're in a relationship and I have an issue with a girl you are close to, you should give it attention. When you have a problem with a guy I'm too close to, you should give it attention. If you ask me questions about the guy, I need to be able to give you answers to allay your fears, and vice versa. So for me, if the girl didn't do all of this and you found out that, oh, now she's getting married to this same Marcus guy that initially you were thinking, you know, she was saying was just a friend, don't even diagnose how it happened. You know, sometimes certain things are blessings in disguise.
Let it go.
Don't even diagnose how it happened. Just leave her to it. You see, sometimes if you're not careful, one day something will happen, and this same Marcus guy will tell her that you were with another man, and then you were coming after me. What makes me so sure that this other guy that you say you are cool with, you just work with? What makes me so sure that guy, you're not doing something? You see, things come and...
Or maybe Marcus didn't even know about the other guy.
Possible.
Possibly.
Sure.
Or Marcus also was being told that this is only my someone I work in the office.
Friend.
Office friend. We work
Possible.
together, we're in the same unit, we're in the same team, and that's it. So my thing is that, look, when people present their colors to you like this in time, because I keep saying on this show that divorce is not cheap. Financially, emotionally, psychologically, it is not cheap. And even sometimes socially. Sometimes after you get married, when you're getting divorced, now your friends have to choose between
Which
one party or
spouse
the
they're
other
gonna
and
follow.
all of that. Financially, you spend money to get divorced. Emotionally, if there are children, you have to start working with children, like psychologically, the children, their psyche, we are breaking up and all of that. And Charlie, it's just a lot. So for me, if they've shown your true colors now, please be thankful and grateful that you've seen it. Allow her to go. Work on yourself. And if you feel you are overtly jealous, if you feel that you're overtly jealous, then you need to work on yourself. Because you also cannot be in a relationship where you be jealous about everything.
Yeah.
So just work on yourself and find yourself another relationship that truly appreciates you. He also appreciates.
Yeah. Gail?
Okay, so I'm going to continue from where you ended. Jealousy, insecurities, those are not very healthy emotions. So, yes, I mean, if you're with somebody, obviously, because you enjoy being with somebody and you see them giving a little attention to somebody, sometimes you be like, hey, you know, because even with friends, even friends do that. I used to do that. If I have a friend, I don't want you having other friends. It's yeah, like you're jealous. Be, hey, but why you and I are supposed to do this? Why are you doing with this person? Maybe they are posting pictures. You're like, hey, you should have gone with me type of thing. But those ones are just like on the lighter notes, you see. But with this guy, I don't even know whether they even defined their relationship properly. You know, I don't think so, because like you mentioned, office. So you're doing office things, and maybe it grew into some kind of relationship. Maybe in the girl's mind, where the guy catch, you know, at the level that he's placed the relationship is not where she's placed her. That's why she was able to also, you know, either entertain. I can't say for sure if she had something to do with the other guy. It could be that, like you said, maybe complaining to him, and then now she gets closer to him, and then she was like, okay, if this guy thinks there's something going on, and he's going on and on and on and on, let me forget him, and then maybe it could have happened that way. So, and so it's obvious that, like I'm saying, she didn't really, you know, take the whole your thing with her like a World Cup thing. I don't think so. I think it was just something that was convenient. We've been friends for a while. Maybe we talk about everything, and so the next thing is like, Charlie. Some people do that. Oh, Charlie, where you and I be friends? Can we, you know, see if we can date or something? But you haven't defined it, because relationships always come with levels. It's like a contract in a way. So there are some sort of, for lack of a better word, terms and conditions and things. You have to know what you guys are doing together. There are people, we talked about freedom earlier. Some people want to be free even in a relationship. Yes, I could be with you, but Charlie, don't be in my face 24/7. You know, we talk once in a while. And okay, some people want to talk every day and do all the lovely things. Hey, baby, hey, honey, and one. But some people too just want, oh, Charlie, maybe after 3 days, Charlie, how are you? Do you want to hang out? That kind of thing. So I can tell they were not on the same page, number one. And two, it's possible that his jealousy and insecurity, because see, no matter what, even if I like you, it's not very cool when, like, because I'm talking to somebody, so then you feel there's something going on. It's not automatic like that. Because I've said before that we deal with people differently. I could be dating somebody, but then maybe I'm really more I have a more stimulating friendship with somebody, not because I'm sexually attracted to them, but the kind of things I could feel free to say with that person, or even do things, because I like exercising a lot. Maybe I may want to go hiking and things. This person, Charlie, likes to do that. Maybe my guy, I like the guy, but maybe he's stiff in some areas, you know. You know, like, do you understand?
But you see, that's my problem. You see, that's my problem with some relationships. I feel like
I didn't know I was going to sound
if I'm going to be in a relationship with you, I'll actually prefer that you do all those things.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't have to look
elsewhere.
Yeah. So you see, so that's the thing. So maybe they're not on the same page, and they didn't define the thing. If you go and look into the relationship properly, you realize maybe there's nothing really going on. Maybe the guy thinks, see, I've had people like that who you are so close to. And then one day they see someone else in the picture, they'll be like, but I thought you and I were dating. I was like, when?
Oh,
You didn't open your mouth to say. Some guys will never tell you, but they think they are dating you. I've experienced that a few times. They've never said it, but they want to enjoy the perks, you know, that comes with it. But they won't say it. So I think, but well, at the end of the day, the girl has left.
They were doing,
she's gone,
in
so
my case,
yeah.
They were doing Christian brother in
Aha,
Christ,
yeah,
Christ.
waiting,
And
but
they were doing
somebody
everything,
you
but
know,
the guy never opened their mouth and said anything.
Some don't do
but
that.
the guy felt that the girl was the girl.
Hey.
So what happened was that after we finished school,
Yeah.
I think the year after, the
Yeah.
girl got married, and the man was speechless for about 2 years.
You never recover.
Like, he didn't recover. Yes,
yes,
because
it
he
can
was so
happen.
heartbroken.
Yeah,
All
it
he should have
happens.
done was to open the mouth and say, please.
Open your mouth
Some
and
never
talk.
do. Some
Yeah.
never do. So,
Yeah.
by the end of the day, she has moved on because
you two
she's
move on.
So you two,
Move on.
just let it go.
Right.
Just
right.
let it go.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I think this was a very interesting one.
Yeah.
And, you
Wasn't
know,
as heated.
yeah.
You know?
It doesn't need to be heated,
Yes.
but one thing I would say I have picked from
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and a lot that happens. Office relationships,
Too close. For
it's not
comfort.
real.
It's not.
Yeah, most of them.
It's not
Yeah.
real. It's just,
Yeah.
it just happens in the area.
Once in a while, you have a few outliers, but
Mm,
And that's interesting. I met my husband at
The office. Wow. So
no, but were you
Why-
both of you
were you working there?
And for how long?
together?
Oh, that's after secondary school. I started.
Yeah, but how long were you working there?
Oh.
Together in the same like space, workspace.
Oh, it wasn't like office romance, like in
Exactly.
Like,
you met him there, but you were not
yeah.
then doing
Working together there.
Yes,
So
actually,
you were not.
that's
No,
true.
you were not in a relationship then.
Because from
Later.
there, I quickly moved on to work with, I think, a different company
Yes,
as well. So
yes.
that's true.
On that note,
Office relationship, some
we'll
way.
take a quick
Some
break,
way.
and when we come back, we will get into the second story.